Hi, this is Marty with Skincare Science, and welcome back for another video. In this video, continuing on with the menu items, sensitive skin, and I saved myself a little bit of time and your time. Sensitive skin, 80 minutes, $80, 45 minutes, and some of the claims are this particular facial is geared or is going to be most successful with sensitive skin types who suffer from rosacea, broken capillaries, allergies to cosmetics, and so on and so forth. All right. First, sensitive skin types are, in my opinion, going to have a difficult time with a 45-minute facial. The reason I say that is because sensitive skin types and the constant probing and touching is not something that you want to do. Now, I know that for 45 minutes you're not touching the skin and doing all that, but that's just something I want to add to this. Okay, rosacea. Well, and I'm going to talk about some of the issues, some of the claims that are inside of the wording for the marketing to help sell the facial. All right, rosacea. No known cause, no known cure. Broken capillaries. Known cause, unknown cause, laser treatment. Allergies to cosmetics. Yes, Serene and Skincare Science have done everything they can to make sure that there's no colors added, that there's no perfumes, that there is nothing that is going to create or cause sensitive skin types any issues. In 2018 and 19, for a skincare company to talk about, I'm not tested on animals, we don't use harmful ingredients, we don't add this, we don't do this, we're that, we're special because, well, with 70% of all skincare lines being private label, and what I mean by that is, and 70% is not scientific fact, but I know it's more than 50, so I'm going in between, I'm going 75. All right. What that means is there's a manufacturer who is making skincare products for other brands and who wants to get into the business of selling these liquids or a one-off, meaning they take that liquid, change it up a little bit, stabilize it, and then sell it to individuals who want to sell on Amazon or eBay or whatever. I can pretty much spot a private label product just by the way it looks. Second, there are other ways I can tell too, but the ingredient deck is a big one, and that's just kind of the way that it goes. The reason I bring all that up is because if you're listening to, we're not tested on animals, we're organic, we're vegan, we're blah blah blah. Okay, I don't like to say this kind of stuff, you know, out loud, so I'm just gonna write it. With regards to those claims, they are standards within the industry, and they are no longer selling points. It's all okay? Fact. All right? We're in 2019 now. All right? Skincare and the 3 or 4, 5 top skincare lines that were developed, meaning not your L'Oreal's, not your massive worldwide companies that were started in the 60s, 70s and got their traction in the 80s. And I'm talking about when skincare was developed, when results-driven skincare was started, it was 92, 93, 94, 95. That's when it got its traction. Research it, it's available, it's the truth. By now, all skincare lines are following the same path. There are a tremendous amount of information that is out there to be found that will tell or create the differences between the lines that know what's going on and everything else. Okay, so, yeah, all right. Sensitive skin types are looking for the products that are going to help them with the same concerns of non sensitive skin types. But the actual issue is not what we think it is. The actual issue is the definition of sensitive. Basically, the 45 minutes that you spend with this client is figuring out why they call themselves that. What have they been doing? I can create a non-sensitive skin type into a sensitive skin type by eradicating the stratum corneum. And I can do it insidiously over time to where that client is going to say, I did not used to have sensitive skin type, now I do. What's the deal? A lot of times clients will see something in the media or online and they will start doing it and they will create sensitive skin. And through the embarrassment, they won't tell you. They just don't know any better and they don't even know how they got there. And they think because they've done this with skincare, correct? We all do it. Well, I don't, but the people that listen to me don't. But they all tend to do that. So over time and as we age and as years or months and years go by, they sort of dive into sensitive. Now I'm not saying Celtic skin or rosacea, broken capillaries, Fitzpatrick's 1 who go to the sun, get lobster red, they come back to white, and then peel and it's this whole nightmare, aren't truly sensitive skin. But my God, that's broad. It's excessively broad. Fitzpatrick 1, 2, and 3 on the small scale. 1 would be considered sensitive skin. 3 might be considered sensitive skin. But 2, do whatever you want to do. Okay? So now I really dove in and gave you some information on sensitive skin. So let's go ahead and talk about this protocol and exactly what I would do. All right. My main concerns with regards to this, if I see rosacea, pretty much if I see excessive rosacea, I'm out. The reason why is because there's really not a lot you can do with regards to really treating that and helping that. It's an unfortunate skin condition, and with no known cause and no cure, it's just difficult. And my heart goes out to those individuals. It really does. All right. Okay. Broken capillaries is easy. You can work around those. That's directly to laser. And then obviously allergies I just talked about. So sensitive skin type is going to be obviously within the serene line. And I'm going to abbreviate facial cleanser SS. That's absolutely the go-to. Now, can you use, watch, AHA3, go ahead and write that, facial cleanser, absolutely. How would I use AHA3 facial cleanser in sensitive skin? This is going to be 6 units of glycolic acid a day, 3 in the morning, 3 in the evening. Now remember, this is your protocol as well for this treatment, right? Okay. And again, sensitive skin, with these skin conditions, you're not touching the skin a whole lot. Extractions, steam, hot towel, all that stuff is going to inflame this skin type if this is what you're talking about. Okay, sensitive skin type, or are we, watch this, level 1 to level 10? Where are we? Where are we at? Okay. Facial cleanser, sensitive skin, AHA3, okay, back to AHA3, all right. That's 6 units of acid, and what am I going to do with this client? I'm going to teach them how to dilute acid by using wet hands, wet face, less product, a lot of water, and I want to dilute that 3% and the amount of product that I'm going to apply and wash with the face so that it comes back down to facial cleanser sensitive skin. What would be my go-to? It's going to be this one, and teaching them how to dilute. Okay? Also, because they're starting to use acid, and this applies to all customers or clients, and all discussions regarding acid, Glycolic acid is time dependent. So therefore, if I use AHA3 facial cleanser and my hands are dry and my face and hands are dry and I apply that to my skin and I leave it, it's going to act on the skin just like a chemical peel would, because the acid is time dependent. The longer it sits on the skin, strength and pH matter, it's going to happen. So therefore, the client needs to be aware of exactly what it is that they're doing to a level that is not equal to you, but a clear understanding. The client needs to be more educated. That's what the 45 minutes is for. Not to poke and prod and do all kinds of crazy things with the sensitive skin type. All right. I guess in a nutshell, education is key. All right. So after facial cleanser, sensitive skin, or AHA3 facial cleanser, I'm going with facial toner. Oh, and I would like to touch on this. This is all I need to say. AHA3 facial cleanser and AHA10 resurfacing lotion. One washes off, one's a leave on. Which product is going to be acting on the skin and exfoliating for longer periods of time? The AHA10 lotion. Can't get it out, it's going to absorb in the skin. Does this absorb in the skin? Yes, it does, but the water is going to dilute it. The skin hydration is also going to dilute the acid, and at 3%, it's very low. But I think you get the point and the direction where I'm going. So, facial toner is the next product, and as it relates to sensitive skin, this is very, very simple. Ceramide lotion. Okay. I've heard this claim many times. I will not market to it. I will not advertise it. I will not say it at any other time than one off. I have heard claims directly from estheticians and end users that ceramide lotion has treated eczema. Is that the right word? Eczema? If someone asked me, can I use ceramide lotion to treat that skin condition? Or was it psoriasis? I think it was eczema. Psoriasis is a whole other animal altogether. Okay. Yeah, it was eczema. It was eczema. I say no. Hands down, the answer is absolutely not. Both of those skin conditions are a direct result of the skin and in that area genetically functioning wrong. Topical prescription products are the only products that can touch the cellular, genetic, blah, 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 layers to treat those skin conditions. Topical products cannot be advertised or marketed in my company or any company like mine to where the company can state it does treat it. They are one-off cases, they are non-repeatable, and I am ecstatic that this product has treated that particular skin, that particular individual. That's where it lies, and it never goes any further. Okay? All right. Basically, sensitive skin, 45 minutes, $80. It's a lesson in glycolic acid. It's a lesson in dilution. It's a lesson in transepidermal water loss. It's a lesson in proper pH of the skin with facial toner, because this product and this product right here, if you're using this one, has a lower pH. This is 5.0 to 5.5. Is pH going to be a factor for the sensitive skin type? You know, I'm not on that bandwagon, but I don't necessarily not understand it or agree with it. If our skin is alkaline, it is never going to be happy. But the problem is that our bodies produce an acidic biofilm on the skin to help protect it from what's on the outside coming at it. So therefore, do I put a lot of weight on pH in topical products? I don't. Does it matter? Yes, it does. Are there things that you can do? be aware of it. Be aware of the pH of the products. That's why they're clearly written on the Serene labels. Be aware of what products lower it and bring it back, and be aware of the last product that a client does in a protocol so that they leave their skin. If you're on that bandwagon and you want to add it, know what the pH is going to be, topically provided by the last product used. Another product that's going to be great as far as sensitive skin types is going to be Skin Recovery Serum. Now you might be wondering at this point, how come you don't talk about ageless peptide? How come you don't talk about vitamin A? How come you don't talk about vitamin C? Why are you talking so much about what almost seems like the same products over and over again? Here's why. Because we're dealing with a menu item and a client that is on a budget. We all are, and if we're not, then add them in, because basically what's happening is that you're taking, now anti-aging regenerating cream is not on here, one is not on here. Is this client talking about anti-aging? If they are, then go ahead and add it here. I'm trying to touch on it with Skin Recovery Serum, but the main part is that an $80 facial, you see now you're coming into $200 plus with regards to any product you sell them. Now I'm not saying that that's too much money. What I'm saying is treat your clients kindly and get control of them first, and then ease them into higher cost items. Trust is extremely important, because once they come in, give you the open door for trust, and then you don't introduce hundreds of dollars of products, because they've already been there before. Trust me, we all have. So treat them with respect as it relates to a budget. Go slower than you might, unless they give you the buy signals that that's what they want, and then, oh yeah, Skin Recovery Serum branches out to vitamin C, vitamin A, ageless peptide cream, and one. Ceramide Lotion stays the same, facial toner the same, all of this is the same, and it's really going to be on those AM and PM products that relate to basically the anti-aging and skin health, antioxidants, things like that. Oh, and another thing, you don't see any SPF on here. If you have never heard me before, SPFs are known skin irritants and inflammatory, and basically the decision is, am I going into the sun? Yes, I am. What do I want more of? Inflammation or the sun's rays? Take your pick. And it's one of those two. That's it. What am I going with? I'm going with no SPF. I'm going with cover. Stay out of the sun. Okay. But when you have to go in the sun, use it and use shade, and also too with SPF, how do we apply it? A lot of times, we can't get everywhere, so it's kind of it's futile almost. It's very difficult. Okay, to have cover. So stay out of the sun as much as you can, and use shade and cover. That's best. Hats, things like that, sunglasses, things like that. Okay. With that said, I think that pretty much covers it. Would I use refining clay mask? No, I wouldn't. I would use healing facial mask. I would 100% add, let's do optional products here. This will be easy. Options. And we'll go with healing mask. We'll go with hyaluronic acid. Okay, and again, these are all options. You have 45 minutes, that's a long time. So you're using a less is more approach, a lot of products to put on an individual's skin, and also too, let your client touch all of these. Put a little drop, let them touch it on their finger. Remember, communication is key, unless the facial is absolutely relaxing, and most of that is in a spa environment or a unique comment from the client, and then you know what you're doing, and then you kind of just do your best with regards to their skin concerns and getting them on a home protocol. The other products within the line do not really relate to sensitive skin. They have higher amounts of acid, and I already discussed with regards to the anti-aging, vitamin A, vitamin C, skin lightening, skin renewal 10 and skin renewal do not belong in this facial, and that's why they're not discussed. Hydrating lotion was not picked because sensitive skin can definitely benefit from the Ceramide Lotion and the reduction in transepidermal water loss. And just so I can note it here, and then we'll kind of close this video on this, if the stratum corneum is 18 layers thick of skin cells, a sensitive skin type is going to have less. There are going to be other issues related to the way that their skin is functioning that could be so many different things. It's not even, I can't even discuss it, and the book is probably about this thick, what's the point? But remember, if you look at the simple foundation that the stratum corneum is what protects us from everything, and the epidermal layer's sole purpose is to create a functioning stratum corneum, and the dermal layer is supporting all of that. Anything outside of the way that nature intended it is going to create what can be called a sensitive skin condition or issue. Does it mean that the individual has less corneocytes protecting them? If you've ever over-exfoliated your skin and gone from non-sensitive to sensitive and back again, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's a thought. I hope it helps, and I think that's it. Thank you for watching. This is Marty with Skincare Science, and we'll see you in the next video.